What's going on, guys? Crypto Renegade here again with another video for you. And in today's video, I wanted to bring to your attention a new hardware wallet that just came across my radar. Now, this hardware wallet is not out yet. This is something that they're just starting an Indiegogo campaign on to raise the funds for. But I'm going to get into all the details about what makes it different, what makes it unique, and how I kind of came across it and why I'm somewhat interested in it. Just got my new Tezos hat in the mail yesterday. I was pretty stoked on that. As you're probably aware, if you're a follower of the channel, this is one of my top coins that I think gonna make a huge impact in the next 2 to 5 years overall. But anyways, let's get to this hardware wallet. This is known as the hashwallet. Now, this is the second biometric hardware wallet that's coming onto the market. The first being Decent, which is a physical device, and I'll link the video at the end of the screen here. So once you watch this whole video, you can watch my review on the Decent wallet, which is also a fingerprint biometric hardware wallet. This is the second. One more quick thing before I dive in on this onto the hash wallet here is I was just notified that Decent now supports Ravencoin. That is the only hardware wallet that does support Ravencoin at the moment natively. So make sure that if that's a coin that you want to hold offline and off of an exchange, that you set it up directly. I do hold some Raven coins, so I'm going to be, after this video, going to be doing the firmware upgrade and taking it off of my software wallet. So let's get in here into the hash wallet. What is it? Why is it important? So basically what this is something that's very similar to the Sugi wallet, which I just did a review on a few days ago. But basically what the Sugi wallet does is this is an NFC credit card style shaped hardware wallet. It has a chip EMV in it, a secure element chip, and basically what it does is it allows you to sign transactions through the smartphone. You tap it on your smartphone and it authorizes and it signs the transactions. So this one's going to be very similar. So this one, it doesn't have an official price yet, although I did see an estimated price for this wallet, which we'll get to in just a minute. But basically, as you can see here, Hash Wallet says brings together the strongest level of security with ease and use. It has an e-ink reader screen that you can see right here. And basically, that's for for having an extended battery life. This is a credit card shaped form factor. In the bottom right here is a thumbprint sensor for biometric authentication. That's what you'll use for signing transactions as well. But this is in a credit card form factor, but it also does communicate via Bluetooth and via NFC, so it is battery powered. You're also, of course, going to have a smartphone app that you're going to interface with it as well. So far, the only differentiator between this and the Sugi wallet that I've seen so far is that this one has an e-ink reader screen as well as a place for you to put your thumbprint for biometric authentication. There's another thing that makes it a little bit different. So normally when you use a standard hardware wallet with a BIP39 protocol, Ledger, Trezor, Keep Key, things like that, you have a piece of paper that comes with it. You write down your 24 recovery seed word phrase, and this will allow you to ultimately have a backup just in case you lose your hardware wallet and you need to restore your funds onto a new wallet. The way they do this here is a little bit different here, and I'll get into that in just one second. It says here this is a non-programmable device. So what that means is when you're dealing with a non-programmable device, it means it's open source. A lot of hardware wallets are open source to a degree. So things like Trezor has an open source firmware code. Ledger has a lot of open source code as well, but parts of it are kept secret for security. This is fully open source and non-programmable so that you can use it with any operating system as well. It says here that, as I was just mentioning, the innovative recovery process. It says, forget about an endless list of words in a piece of paper. This is a new recovery card. The recovery, your hardware wallet, has never been so simple and reliable at the same time. So your 24 words are generated onto this card right here. This is an NFC-enabled card. So you get one card that is the hash wallet, and then you get the second card, which is this one right here. And this is an NFC-enabled card where you can tap onto. It basically gets pre-generated the words onto that card, and then you can use that card and store that away as your recovery seed. It's NFC enabled, so you tap it on the phone and you can recover it onto any other software wallet in case you lose the hash wallet. Now, I do like that they're innovating and making it simple to use. I don't need a piece of paper. I don't need a pen. I don't need to physically write out 24 words. It is getting programmed onto this card. However, I do personally like the old school way of knowing the words, writing the words down, and then I can figure out how I'm going to secure that. In this case, you're having essentially to trust that the 24 words that the screen on your app are true, and that they're being transferred appropriately and in the right order onto this backup card, which this is your recovery seed phrase, is this card. So just kind of my thoughts on that. It's a little bit, maybe there's a new innovative way to kind of cross-verify which words are there that they haven't discussed here yet. But so far, I like the idea that it's ease of use, that I don't have to write something down. At the same time, I like knowing that I don't have to trust it and I can verify it myself for the old school way of writing down my recovery seed phrase. So that's another key differentiator, is that backup recovery card. As you can see here with the e-ink display, it is pretty large, so you're going to be able to see all your sending and receiving addresses in full. As you can see here, it will cover a full Bitcoin address, and then you can use your thumbprint right there. It does have a scrolling option as well, and then as you can see in the top left, there's a power button and a check mark. So once you hit the check mark and place your thumb on there, it will authenticate, and that will allow you to sign the trusted transaction if you choose. So this also will interface not only with an iOS or iOS or Android app, but it's also going to have a web interface as well. So there will be a web wallet where you can manage and look at funds as well. It will be able to connect to this card if your computer is Bluetooth enabled, which most modern computers are. So not only is this an NFC compatible device, this is also a Bluetooth compatible device. So depending on your feelings on how secure you think Bluetooth is and how secure you think NFC is, this is another valid option. I like that a lot of these newer hardware wallets that are coming out are giving you new options for the communication methods and having cross-platform support. So being able to have a web wallet, as well as a web interface to manage your coins, as well as a mobile place to manage your coins. And I like the fact that this is also small enough that you can carry it around with you in your wallet, in your pocket, things like that. So this kind of shows the timeline of what they're doing here. Right now, they're doing the crowdfunding campaign. They are offering 30% off. They haven't officially come out and said what the price is, but I was going through their website, and this is kind of what I was seeing here. They also have a vault service here. So a lot of new hardware wallets are coming with a sort of a custodial optional process if you want, where you can leave your recovery seed phrase with a trusted third party, quote unquote trusted, and you can ultimately determine if that's something that you want to do. This is just a backup in case you pass away or you lose your keys and you need to pass this your crypto onto a loved one as well. So this is an optional service. I'm sure it'll be a subscription that you can set up if you want, but just wanted to give you a shout out there. Supported cryptos. This is really what's most important when you're deciding which hardware wallet you're choosing. I mean, the form factors and the security is all very important, but at the end of the day, if your hardware wallet doesn't hold the coins you need, then it doesn't really do you any good. So as of right now, this is a new wallet. It's going to cover your basic Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Stellar Lumen. Those are current. In study means it's in development. The ones that are upcoming are Doge, Ripple, Cardano, Tron, Digibyte, Cosmos, NEM. This one will have Ravencoin as well. Algorand, Monocoin, V Systems, IOST, Hypercash, Siacoin, Nervos, and then Clayton is not currently supported, but it looks like it may in the future. So in my opinion, it doesn't have the greatest selection, but as with most hardware wallets, they're adding support for new coins over time. If you really are just trying to hold your basic Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum, then you're going to be fine here. If you're looking to add these other coins, who knows when they're going to be released. So there are other hardware wallets that are probably better right now if there's a specific coin. So not too impressed with the coin support yet, but this is pretty standard for most hardware wallets. Specifications, like I said, what's in the box, it just comes with the hash wallet, which is the e-ink card with your thumbprint, the recovery card, which backs up your recovery seed on it, as we talked about. And then if we go to the compare, this is where I kind of saw what the price was, or at least what I'm thinking the price is, where this is where they compare it to like a Trezor, a Ledger, things like that here. They're saying right here on the pre-order, this hash wallet is going to be $170. That's very, very expensive for sort of an entry-level wallet. It's sort of in line with the other biometric hardware wallet, the Decent wallet, which right now through me is cheaper. But the standard price for a Decent wallet is $159. This is just a little bit more at $170. So it is on the higher end price of your basic hardware wallets. So just kind of keep that in mind. You know, this is going to hold all your ERC20 tokens as well, but it really doesn't have that many coins as it has right now. I do like that it is the form factor where it doesn't have any cables, it doesn't have any charging, it doesn't have a physical hardware device other than the credit card, and it does have a large display. So the really two kind of selling points here that really make this different and unique that from any other wallet is that one, it's non-programmable, so it's going to be supported on any operating system. That is nice. And then it does have the recovery seed and the recovery key. So it has 3 points of authentication as well as 3 backups as well. The recovery seed and the recovery key are on that secondary backup card. It also says here that you can, you know, authenticate it directly with your fingerprint and the device as well if you want to set up secondary or two-factor authentication with your iPhone or Android app with Face ID, Touch ID. You can do that as well. So you can do double biometric authentication, one on the app and one on the device itself. So I thought this was fairly interesting. I'm always on top of the newest hardware wallets and always trying to make sure that I'm bringing to you guys the best news that I have. In my opinion, it's too early to see how well this is going to do and what features are going to come with it. But here's what I will say. They are starting to differentiate a little bit here and there with all of these different wallets. So in my opinion, based on what I've read and based on what we just went over, I don't know if I personally would pay $170 for this. There are other hardware wallets that are even cheaper than this price, and in my opinion, more secure and are going to hold more coins. But again, this is just a preview for this wallet that is upcoming, and they're just doing the pre-orders now. So it says you can get 30% off right now if you go to Indiegogo and you support their campaign, and it says on their timeline that they're planning to launch December of 2020, but who knows if that'll be delayed or backed up based on the current world crisis that we're going through right now. So you can go ahead and I'm gonna wrap this up here. This is pretty straightforward here. You know, you can check it out at gethashwallet.com. I'll go ahead and leave a link down below in the description. I don't have any sort of referral links or anything like that. This is so brand new. I just wanted to bring it to your attention. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap that up here. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about what I went over on the hash wallet, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. I will answer them for you. If you're new to the channel, I always bring to the forefront new crypto hardware wallets and different ways to protect your recovery seed and protect your crypto and store it offline, and new crypto products that are innovative. So if that is something that you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. I want as much feedback as possible. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Crypto Renegade out.